Thank you. Are we, huh? Is this the beginning of it all? Pat gets coffee from the humble producer, and there goes humility right down the drain, because we're talking now about the great invasion that happened. I'm not talking about the war years. I'm talking about the British invasion that took place in the 60s. Unbelievable music that still goes on and on and on. And we've got somebody that was very much a part of it. By the way, we just played Race with the Devil by The Knack.
The Gun.
The Gun.
The Gun.
Yeah, right. But you were a part of the British Knack.
Yeah, we formed a band called The Knack in 1966, I think.
Not to be confused with the American Knack,
no,
My Sharona.
Yeah, they weren't even born yet, I don't think.
But every time you say, I was in a group called The Knack, or we started a group called The Knack, in America, people say,
exactly.
My Sharona.
Exactly,
right?
yeah.
And
well,
you get sick of it?
No, it's okay. You know, I mean, there was actually another band called themselves The Gun. You know, I seem to be picking names that people keep coming up with because I guess they're good names, you know.
Yeah,
bands.
well, you also pick musicians that seem to have a fair lifespan, considering the fact that you worked with 1/3 of Cream, Ginger Baker.
Exactly, yeah.
What a superstar group. Eric Clapton, Jack Bruce,
yeah.
and Ginger Baker. And I was playing that music on the radio at that time. And you look at the albums that came in, Cream and the Beatles and the Stones and so many people, and you say, what is it that's going on in the 60s? You can answer that.
Actually, I can't.
Well, what is it, though, that happened with the British invasion? Because still, Great Britain is a relatively small island. It's about the size of one of our states.
Right.
It would be like somebody saying, look at all of these extraordinary thousands of hits coming out of North Carolina.
Yeah. Well, I think what happened was, you know, a lot of the bands, they were so... It was all experimentation, really, of, you know, they hadn't really learned from anybody else. They were just creating their own way of playing, you know, the songs and the writing, and the voices were obviously sounding different to a lot of the American acts, and they just created, there was just it was, you know, a British thing, you know, and that's why so many of those bands, you know, Zeppelin, The Who, Cream, and all those bands are just so original, and even still so today.
And you knew them. You knew them all.
Yeah, I knew them all. I worked with. I was pretty close with The Who. I worked with Elton John on the soundtrack of Tommy. I sang on that, and I knew Pete Townsend and all, you know, everyone, even Keith, and you know.
And by the way, Paul Gurvitz is somebody who'd like to get to know you at the Sky Ballroom.
At Sky, we're playing, this is going to be the debut of my new band. We're going to be playing Saturday evening, this coming week, the 10th. Show starts at 8 o'clock, and we're looking forward to putting this new thing together.
That's the Sky in
Peoria.
Peoria.
Yeah.
Peoria, Arizona. And for those of you who live in Central Phoenix and points east, if you say, well, what is a Vegas showroom like that doing in Peoria? A lot of business. Terrific dining.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's just a fantastic place. It's perfect for my kind of band because it's a sit-down audience, and we like to, you know, entertain with the music. So we get people just sitting and listening, you know. So but it's a great place.
When you see Lady Gaga, do you think of David Bowie?
Not really. I mean, you know, I think, you know, she could be put in the category of Elton John, you know, and a lot of acts that have done that kind of, you know, theatrics, you know, Kiss, and some of the bands that have created their styles on such, you know, glamorous.
But all right, but the reason I said Lady Gaga and David Bowie is because during his Ziggy Stardust days, the makeup and the costumes were bigger than anybody could possibly have imagined, as they are with her, and that's kind of show business.
Well, that's what it's about. It's, you know, there's all different types of entertainment in rock music, you know, and some people get into the theatrics as very early days of Genesis. You know, they were doing that. You know.
Hey, would you provide a little sample of what it is that you're going to be doing Saturday night, please, for us,
Sure,
live?
yeah,
Huh?
yeah.
At no extra charge, you understand. That's the agreement, Paul.
Yeah.
Paul Gurvitz, if you would go over into our theatrical set. Paul Gurvitz, who has worked with them all, recording artist, live performance this Saturday evening at Sky Ballroom, and here he is live on the McMahon Group.
Like a sweet song burning in my mind, like a river flowing through this heart of mine. When I'm with you, tell me what is on your mind. Even if it hurts, you can leave it all behind. Don't let those memories stay locked up in your heart. Don't lose this chance we have. Don't let us fall apart. So let me take you by the hand. I will show you who I am, and I'll take you to sweet heartland. Love is an open gift you should never hide. I'll fix your broken wings and show you how to fly. So let me take you by the hand, and I will show you who I am, and I'll take you. Oh, let me take you. I wanna take you to sweet heart land.